Hey everybody, how's it going? So this time I am in Anaheim, California, and I'm at WonderCon, a little comic book convention place. And yeah, it's gonna show you around. I'm gonna walk around with the camera, explain a few things. But they're playing a lot of music, and that's like, the whole copyright thing. So a lot of it's gonna be in silent, or I might, in post, I might go ahead and just do a voiceover over it. But anyway, or just play some music in the background. So anyway, yeah, WonderCon 2025 here in Anaheim, California. So yeah, it's been great so far. This is like the third day. It's a Sunday, so it lasts 3 days. The third day, it usually ends a little early. Like I think 5 o'clock the exhibits close. I think yeah. So Saturday's usually the big day. Friday, I would say Friday, Saturday. Yeah, Friday and Saturday. I would say more like Saturday is like the big day. But it's not as crowded. I like it because it's not as crowded as the San Diego Comic Con. But so yeah, I don't like crowds. I don't play well, but you learn to adapt. So that's what you do. All right, so let's go ahead and do some exploring. All right, everybody, just going down the stairs here. Comic Con, WonderCon, I should say. So yeah. It's a Sunday, so it's not too many people here. Anaheim Convention Center. But yeah, it's still fun to see people dressed up and everything. I mean, I personally don't dress up, but maybe I will. So anyway, coming down the stairs, now we're gonna go to the main courtyard and see what's up. Cool. So outside right now, everybody's cool, all dressed up and everything. So I may have to cut the volume off. It's playing. So yep, like a Comic Con, everybody looks great. No, WonderCon, I keep saying Comic Con. WonderCon. And not as sunny as yesterday, a little cloudy, but it's still better than sitting at home or doing something else.
I thought you said you were at Coachella, but you are definitely not. Oh, thank you, brother. Absolutely rock. Oh, rock. Sorry. Oh my God. Like gold, like the best. Sure.
Sorry, I have to get this one. It's just too good to miss here. I don't know if that's the real puppeteer for Kermit the Frog, but it's nice.
The unicorn. I'll make sure to Tommy.
it's always cool seeing like how much time and effort all these people like put into their costumes and you know, the details. It's always fascinating. But that's why I always come. I love coming to WonderCon or any Comic Con, just to see all the costumes. It's just so freaking cool. That's just me. But the creativity that comes along with it too. Okay, so I had to get away because they're playing music and the whole copyright thing. So, but anyway, if you've never been to WonderCon, it's here in Anaheim. It's usually every March, the end of March. This is the convention center right here. Yeah, and I think like it's $40 a day or $45 a day. I got in for free because I'm a professional in the entertainment industry, you know. But I think it's like around $40 a day. And yeah, but this is the fountain area, so people usually like to pose in their costumes and kind of meet up and stuff. Not as it's just cool though. So yeah, like that's what happens. Not as big and humongous, ginormous as Comic-Con in San Diego, but it's a good size Comic-Con, you know. So out here you have your you got your food court. So a bunch of food trucks and everything. They're gonna run you around $18 to $20, so that's just pretty much it. I've tried going elsewhere, like outside, like to the main streets to find food, and you're still gonna pay the same amount of money. I mean, you might get lucky. There's like a pizza spot, it's like $5 a slice, and you get a good drink, it's like $10 or something. You might find a little gems like that, you know, but you're gonna have to walk at least 10 minutes away. So overall, I mean, I went to like an IHOP the first day I was here, and it cost me like $27 with a tip. So what I would say is, I'm gonna put the camera back here. So what I would say overall is like, just suck it up and eat here, you know. Even if you go to like, I mean, there is like a Carl's Jr., which is, you know, West Coast for like I know on the East Coast it's Hardee's, so it's like the same thing. But you have like a Carl's Jr. and you could, I mean, it might be a little cheaper, but I would say overall, I mean, when it's not too busy, if you look around, if there's no line, just eat here. It's just much easier, because by the time you know, walk 10-15 minutes away, you're gonna have to eat there at wherever you're eating, and then you have to walk back. That's more time, and you're competing with the more, you know, just traffic, you know, just walking traffic overall. And so that's what I would do. I would do that. Just eat here, you know. Or if you have a lot of time to kill, you're kind of burnt out with the panels and just want to take a break, yeah, you know, step onto the main streets here. And yeah, just go explore. There's an IHOP, there's a Denny's, but you're probably going to pay the same amount of money or more. It'll be the same price roughly. You're not going to get no discounts. I mean, there's like a 7-Eleven. You can probably get like a hot dog and a drink or something. That's what you want, you know. It's out there. But overall, you're going to expect to spend at least around $20. So, but anyway, here's a quick gander. So, a quick gander. Big variety of food trucks. You got a Spanish truck, Barcelona truck. You got like a burrito, you know, pork sandwiches and Caribbean, diverse plethora of choices here. That's another reason to eat here too. Keep walking here. German truck. So you have a German-Turkish Mediterranean fusion here. So, but over here, you have like the Marriott right here. If you want to stay close to the action, they have quite a few hotels around. So you got like a Marriott around. You got like a Hilton. The main street, Catella, is this way. You might see my finger pointing. And then to the over on this side is Harbor, I believe. So heading east. So heading east. This day it's east, Harbor. Might just go back inside and check out some more panels and just walk around. I'm gonna, you know, take a look around. But overall, if you're coming from, let's say you're coming from Los Angeles, you don't live in Orange County or you don't live in the area, you're coming from out of town. So basically, I'm like, for instance, I'm coming from the Los Angeles area, so I just took the train. I mean, I took the train the first day, the Metro Link, and then I took a bus. I got off at the Anaheim station. You know, you can also get off at the Fullerton stop too, and then the bus ride's like $2, like a $2. It's like $2 one way. Also but today I decided to walk. I mean, yesterday I drove. And that was like, I'm not a big fan of driving, but I did it anyway just to kind of save time, because it does take a little, here in Los Angeles, I don't know about anywhere else, but the public transportation is not the most reliable. So it took me like an hour and a half to get here, one way from LA, so taking the train and the bus and all that stuff. So I drove, and then that took like 40 minutes, and then it's a game. But again, when you're driving, remember gas prices. You gotta pay for gas, sitting in traffic, and all that jazz. So today I just took the train. And that's what I did. So yeah, and I decided just to walk from the station to here, and it took like an hour, but hey, I got great exercise, I'm not gonna lie. And I saved $2, but I think on the way back, I'm just gonna take the bus. So it's $2 one way, take the Metro Link, you know, to wherever you go. Or if you're coming from San Diego, you know, you would actually, you know, you could drive, that's like 2 hours from here, maybe an hour and a half. You can fly into John Wayne Airport, fly into Long Beach, LAX. And that's WonderCon, man. And I think those are the cons I know about. There's a Pasadena one that's coming up. I might not be around for that one. I might be somewhere else, another adventure. And but I think that's like the end of May, I believe, in Pasadena, LA area there. And I think that's more like, not as comic heavy. I think it's more like I think like figurines and like toys and stuff like that. So that's that. So anyway, that's it for now. I might, you know, go in and explore the exhibit hall, and that's basically it for your WonderCon type of things here. Bye bye. All right, so we're just walking through here and checking everybody out. Yeah, loving the food courts here, the little food trucks. Dang, it was not as crowded as Sundays. It's not as crowded. But around lunchtime, well, it's also like not lunchtime now, this is off after lunch, but yeah, you'll get lines and stuff, but it's typical. People are hungry, they gotta eat, so hungry nerds, they gotta eat, so. Screen guy there again. Okay, everybody, so this is the exhibit area, and I have to admit, if you shop around, you can find some good deals. Like I bought some comics for $1, man, and it was awesome. It was great. I found one for like $3. It's like a Wonder Woman one. So yes, that's my inner nerd. I'm starting to collect comics. So. But I'm not die-hard nerd where, you know, where it takes over my life, you know. So, yeah, just a few. But anyway, they have a Comic-Con museum little thing here going on. But this place is huge. It's huge, I would say. But anything you want. Mostly comics and art related. I haven't seen too many, like, I mean, accessories. There's not a lot of, there's actually, take that back. There's a lot of stuff here. Artists, like, you know, have their own little booths here. Independent artists, you know, they're not aggressive, you know, they're not in your face or not like that. You just kind of come as you are, you know. If you like it, great. You don't. Some of them make it convenient with it. You can scan a QR code and you can buy their artwork, you know, no pressure. But yeah, this is awesome. Look at this. Toys and video games and pinball machines and so much cool stuff here. I have to say that's my comic guy voice there. Him here. Hampshire. Free eggs. Very ingenious. Very cool. So much creativity. So yeah, man. So much artwork. So you can kind of find anything here. You know? I haven't been to the other cons like that Pasadena one I haven't been to. I'm not like a die-hard comic book fan or die-hot Comic Con. I know there's a ton all over the country. I think all over the world too. Don't know about that, but there's a lot, you know, so I'm not die-hard like that. Maybe I'll start being die-hard like that, I don't know. But I didn't see any of this stuff yesterday. Let me see, let's go over here. See what's over here. Okay, they got t-shirts and everything, and I guess they got something going on over there. So it's kind of cool. See the Ghostbusters there. Pretty cool. Oh, the lightsabers. So yeah, I think this is Artist Row here, Artist Alley. Very cool. Cool, we're back again here, just checking more stuff out. It's cool. Yeah, all these artists selling their stuff. Maybe me one day, who knows? Alright, here we are again. This is way cool. Cool. There's like little sections where if you don't want to eat at the food truck, they have like, you know, little places that just you can eat. Places to play games and everything like that. You're into games and stuff, so yeah. It's got everything for everybody here. And CDs. Oh, I got Donald Duck one, $15. Sweet, these are cool. These are always fun. I might have to buy one. See how they get you? They get you. This is amazing. Alright, why not? Oh wow. Crash Bandicoot, I remember that. The very first PlayStation here. Cool. Cool, we got more stuff here. Got some. Okay, so I found like a little video game here. Let's see. The fire buttons. Alright, so we're gonna do this. Doing this with one hand and doing it holding the camera with my other hand. So, Space Invaders. So yeah, so for the younger audience, man, this was even before my time. But this was like, I think it was early 80s, late 70s, I'm not sure. But talk about old school. So old school. But still, this is like, so the games you play now though, these were the pioneer games that, and I guess I died. Okay, but yeah, the games you play now, this was like the influence. Oh, that was my ear. This is the early games that kind of pioneered the video games we have today. So, oh, and I died again. Ooh. But anyway, gotta thank all these inventors and creators of these games back in the day. 'Cause I think this is like 70s, early 80s. I'm not sure. But Space Invaders, one of the greatest. Yeah, I think I'm gonna quit. See what else we have. Oh, Pac-Man. This is a good one. Pac-Man. We all love Pac-Man. Let's do. Oh. All right. Let's. That one didn't count. So here we go. Let's see if this counts. Uh-oh. Oh, man, I haven't played this game in a long time. Okay, game over. Chef there. Check out Annabelle. And there's Stripe the Gremlin there. Gremlin up close. Cool. Gotta love it. Okay, everybody. So this is it. This is it. Today is the last day. It's been a great day. It's been a great weekend, actually. Got inspired. Got to hear other artists and creators and stuff like that. So anyway, I forgot to mention that Anaheim, Disneyland is located here. So if you want to go to Disneyland, it's here in Anaheim. It's just literally down the street. So now also too, I forgot to mention that parking is an issue too. So they do, the convention center does have parking, and I think I went here it could range. I mean, I could be wrong. It might be, I think the range is like $10 to $20. It could be more than that. I don't know. I don't know. I have to look that up. But expect to pay at least, I would say, $20. And yeah, it sucks. So that's why I just like take the train down here because I don't have to worry about all that, have that stress and all that. But what I've done too is I'm pretty sneaky. Is I just kind of park on the street. And you can do that, just expect to walk a little further around. So I think if you just drive around further away from all the action, away from like, Disneyland and the convention center and everything, maybe drive a couple of miles away, a couple of blocks away. If you get lucky, there are some like side streets you can park at that are free. I think Thursdays or Wednesdays, there's a street cleaning day for like, 3 hours you can't park. So look at the signs and just double check, take a picture just in case. And that saves you like $20, man. If you have to drive out here or choose to drive out here. But if I were you though, or just explore your options, look at your budget. I mean, if you have a budget, I would say public transportation is the way to go. If money's no issue, take an Uber. Take an Uber. Let someone else do the driving. Carpool with friends, buddies, family. But if you have a car, you want to drive, hey, drive. Nothing's stopping you. Just, gas prices and the like, So that's that's my wisdom to you. Earlier I was mentioning food options. You got the food carts. You could walk around. There is an IHOP. There is a Denny's. But at the same time, let's check and see if my mic's on. Yeah, it is on. Okay. At the same time, though, expect to pay around $20, $18, $19. That's just for the food. We're not talking like drinks, dessert. But I would say $20 range, food truck or not, I was mentioning earlier, like, there is like a Carl's Jr. fast food place for anybody who doesn't know that. There, around the corner, 10-minute walk, is like a pizza place, slice of pizza and a drink, 2 slices and a drink, $10. You get a salad and a drink and a slice of pizza, and they charge a little more, $12. So that's kind of a deal, There are your chain restaurants, McDonald's, That's a little bit of a walk though. So if you really you want the McDonald's, it's an option. I just don't know what the prices are. They might be a little inflated since this is kind of a, Anaheim Convention Center, Disneyland. It's kind of a resort area. So they do inflate the prices. Expect that. But if money's no issue, go for it. If you're really on a budget, then you could bring your own lunch, go for the slice of pizza, and go for the, drink, or, go to Carl's Jr., little fast food place. But that's all I would say. What I do is I kind of mishmash a combination of everything. Like I've bought some snacks from home, a bottle of water, you can refill your bottle of water inside the convention center near the water fountains. I went to like Walgreens and I bought like a candy bar just to kind of get me by, in between meals and stuff. I had like some trail mix, so there's little hacks you can do. I kind of mishmash everything. So if I really was craving a food truck, I'd go to the food truck. Great. It saves me a bunch of time, but you're spending the money. Also, what I would do too is, what else would I do? Public transportation. That's it. But anyway, I think that's going to be it for now. I think I've said a lot, pretty much. But hopefully, I'll be back next year. Maybe I'll go to other cons. I will be at San Diego Comic-Con, God willing. Unless, work comes up or something, or I can't go. But I'm planning to go to San Diego Comic-Con. And maybe I'll just, pop up the camera. I did a video last summer at last year's Comic-Con. So go feel free to check that out. I might see if I can post a link up to that one. You can kind of get a gist of kind of what to expect if it's like your first Comic-Con, or, you're not quite sure, you're kind of testing the waters to go to the big granddaddy of them all. It's kind of like a little guide, but it's last year though. But overall, it's still the same. It's like my 4th time I've ever been to that Comic-Con. I went in 2023, 2024, which was last year, and I'll be going this year. The last time I go prior to that was like 2013. So it's been a while. A lot has changed. But anyway, feel free to check that out. And that's it. I'm going to sign off for now. I'm hungry and I have to get back home and work on other stuff too. But hey, it's been great. It's been fun. It's been great seeing the costumes as always. Different people, creativity and stuff. And every time I come to these, it's very inspiring. It's such inspiring. But the overall message that I did get, I went to this last panel, how to maximize your creativity. And basically, if you want to be creative, whether it's, on the drawing side, the 2D side or 3D side, or the writing side, or any side, above the line, below the line. The thing I got out of this last panel is, choose your friends. Choose the ones that, that you want to be around, that can support you in this, and also a life partner. So let's say doesn't matter if you're gay, straight, whatever, whoever your life partner is, make sure they understand this business. Make sure they understand the creativity business. Like the last panel I went to, it was like a bunch of writers, and they didn't say whether they were married or not, but they said hey, choose a partner. No, one did. Choose a partner that understands this business. It's a wacky business. They said, one of them said that who was married, she, has a regular job, but she understands. That person was saying that he has a friend that could have been a writer, but his wife didn't understand. So there you go. So choose someone that kind of understands the nature of the business, and the film business, the game business, the drawing business, animation, any business, creativity. Because if that's your passion, go for it. You shouldn't. It shouldn't have to be a struggle, to just choose someone that understands the nature of the business. That's overall what I could recommend and what I got from that last panel. So, because it's going to be tough, especially if it's feast or famine, freelance. That's the world. I'm a freelancer, and there's no work. There's very, very little of it. But I'm just glad I'm not married or in a relationship, serious, whatever, or I'm providing a mortgage over my head and all that stuff, all the logistics. I'm proud that I don't have to deal with any of that stuff, because it would have been rough. I would have had to get a regular job, and that, everyone knows that's a bummer, especially if you've been in the business long, 10 plus years or more. It's a bummer to have to go to get a regular job, and do something you don't want to do, but you have to, you know, and then try to squeeze in enough time to pencil it in. But anyway, that's just how it is, you know. It's just having friends or family or both, and a wife or a boyfriend or a husband that understands the nature, because this business can be brutal. But anyway, that's another subject for another day. But anyway, just that's it. I'm gonna sign out for now, and it's been great. Hope everybody is having a great time, great day, and that's it. Everybody, bye-bye.